happening to me. There's something awakening in my mind. I can't control it.
What did you see?
There's a crusade coming.
Do you often dream things that happen just as you dreamed them?
Yes.
Leave it to none other than Zendaya to have the last word in the newest version of Dune to come to the screen, and perhaps the ultimate version too, as it comes from uber fan and director Denis Villeneuve, who has been wanting to make this movie probably since he was 14 or so. In Dune, Zendaya, she just says, "This is only the beginning." And it is indeed only the beginning in Villeneuve's eyes, because he sees this as just part one. And it does say on the screen when the movie starts, Dune, Part 1. They decided to break up the novel from Frank Herbert. Of course, it came out in 1965 and immediately got a cult following of devoted followers here. I think it was too much for one movie, as David Lynch found out in 1984 with pretty much a disastrous version of Dune that was relegated to the bargain bins of video stores. Well, it's been righted now by the great Denis Villeneuve, who, first and foremost, is a super fan of this.
They're picking my family off one by one.
Let's fight like demons.
At the heart of this is a fight for this thing called spice. It is spice. There's even a close-up. It looks like paprika. The next time I go into Whole Foods, I'm going to have a whole lot more appreciation for the spice racks, folks, because in the year 10,000 and something, when this is set, spice is like oil. You must have it to survive. You must have it for spaceflight. You must have it for everything, or you don't survive. And that's where the fight goes on here. But Dune is ultimately about ecology. It's about the environment. And on that level, it really does speak to our times here. Man has basically polluted these planets and this earth and everything about it. And Dune is warning us about what could happen here. It actually centers around Paul Atreides. It's essentially a coming-of-age story for this young man, played here nicely by Timothée Chalamet. He's a very contemporary actor, but he gets the presence, I think, of Paul, who's the heir to the power of the Atreides family, the House of Atreides, this royal family. And he's being given a great opportunity here to do it, to travel to a very dangerous planet named Arrakis, which is known by its natives there, the Fremen, as Dune. And this is where he must go to fight not only for his family, but fight for their way of survival and human being survival. And they have to fight the Harkonnens, who have ruled this for years and years and years. And they are evil and brutal, as led by the Baron Vladimir Harkonnen, played by Stellan Skarsgård, under pounds of prosthetics and makeup here, unrecognizable, but a very amusing kind of character. Really, he's known as the Beast in a way, too, because he is beastly. And, of course, his associate here, played by Dave Bautista, is indeed the Beast Rabban Harkonnen, and he'll do anything. Well, they have plans to fight the Atreides for the power here. Now, they are run by Duke Leto, who is Oscar Isaac, and he's very good, a stoic figure. He's the father of Paul, and this is essentially at its heart a father and son story. I mentioned Zendaya, who has the last word in this. She's also a figure coming in the dreams of Paul, and actually is very real here. She is a fierce fighter there. Also a mother and son story. That is Lady Jessica. She is a warrior priestess and really tough, played here nicely by Rebecca Ferguson. And so this family intertwines. It's about the three of them, and it really is a family story too. Villeneuve has been very careful here to not overwhelm it with special effects. And in fact, a lot of this stuff he shot in camera here over massive seas of sand here. I've never seen a movie with so much sand, maybe since Lawrence of Arabia. And it's real sand here. This movie was shot in Hungary, Jordan, Abu Dhabi, Norway. He's gone to the ends of the earth to give this spectacular look here. And I want to do a shout out here to cinematographer Greg Frazier, who's done a tremendous job working for the first time with Villeneuve, who's also brought back some of his stalwart crew. The score by Hans Zimmer could not be more appropriate here for this. The sound design, everything down the line. This is just going to probably dominate these categories at the Academy Awards. Dune is certainly a spectacular achievement. And by the way, it will be premiering day and date, because that's what Warner Brothers is doing because of the pandemic. Day and date on HBO Max, the new streamer they have. Do not watch this on HBO Max, folks. Go to the biggest screen you can possibly find to see this movie. It deserves it. All the effort that's gone into this. You just have to go see this movie. If you're a Dune fan, I hope I've whet your appetite for it, because this is one spectacular movie that deserves the biggest of all screens. Go out and find one. This is how you'll see it, and I don't think you're going to be disappointed.
I must not fear. Fear is the mind killer.
Check it out. Denis Villeneuve has a vision here. You must see his vision, and for that reason, I say go.